There are four main ways you can love yourself. To love yourself intellectually, to love yourself emotionally, love yourself physically, to love yourself spiritually. Today I'm going to talk about loving yourself intellectually. Well, my name is Troy Beans with 78freethrows.com. To love yourself intellectually. Now I know some of you are running for the door. You're looking for the stop button. You don't want to talk about intellectual anything. So often we get into school, and whether it's certain teachers, it could be a lot of different things, but maybe you're the one who didn't do so well in school. You struggled. It was hard. It doesn't mean you're not intellectual in the least. It just means you struggle with that style of learning. Kids walk into first grade and they can't wait to go. By third, fourth grade, they don't want to be there so often because it's just difficult and they've just been put down so much, so often. Grades aren't good enough or whatever. To love yourself intellectually, there's two things I really want you to focus on. And the first one is to be curious. Again, you're tired. You know, curious of what? All of us have at least one thing, and most of us multiple things in which we're really interested in. We like spending time with that. We like learning about that as much as we can. And there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of times we kind of give up on that. I love music, but I've given up my musical dream and we just quit playing music. Or, I always wanted to be a programmer, but, I just never made that happen. And so we just quit, just give up. Be curious as to, I'm interested in that, and I'm going to learn about it as much as I can, and however you do that. But to push yourself intellectually is to be curious. Second way that I want to talk about to love yourself intellectually is to allow yourself to be influenced. Now that sounds a little counterintuitive. I know we're all raised by our parents. Hey, don't listen to those kids. Don't listen to that person. Stand on your own 2 feet. And understandably so. But what we start to do is we build these walls and people go a little off script from us. And up goes the wall. And, we're done. We're not going to listen to that person. I don't know about you, but at my age, I run into people a fair amount. People I know actually quite well. Going into the conversation that as long as the conversation stays in a certain area, goes a certain direction, they're going to be all in. But if it gets out of that range, gets out of their curiosity place possibly, they shut down. They move on. They're not interested anymore. They're not interested in being influenced by a new idea, a new way of doing things. And I'm not saying at all that you need to go out there and let everybody else's ideas change who you are and make you a different person. And one week you're going this way and another week you're going that way. What I mean by this, allow yourself to be influenced so that you listen. You understand. You figure out the idea of another person. And it's very possible that by the time you really understand where they're coming from, you've been influenced, you've listened, you may go, I don't want to go there. I want to do that. I'm not interested in that. Or, wow, that's really cool. That's a neat idea. I've learned. That's loving yourself intellectually, is to be influenced by others. And the next powerful element of this, when you allow people to influence you, the reality of it is you end up having a whole lot more influence with them. When they feel heard, when they feel listened to, when they feel cared about because you truly listened, you truly tried to learn, you truly allowed them to influence your thinking, They're going to appreciate that. They're going to like that. Even when you say, I've heard everything you've said about this subject, and I appreciate your passion, but I couldn't disagree with you more. Those aren't fighting words. Those aren't angry words. Those aren't in-your-face words. Those are just how you feel. It's how you believe. You've allowed them to influence you. And so now they're much more likely to allow you to influence them. And even if you disagree, you agree to disagree, the feelings, the camaraderie, the getting along is much, much better. Love yourself intellectually. Allow yourself to be influenced. Allow yourself to be curious. Learn about different things. Stretch your mind. Push it. And you will understand what it means to love yourself. To love yourself physically, to love yourself emotionally, to love yourself intellectually. It will make a huge difference in your life. Love to know what you think about this. Love to get your comments. Love to know how you love yourself intellectually. What are the things that you do? What are the things you enjoy doing? What is some of your intellectual pursuits that you're involved in? You have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.